skill.
You're a salesman out there. Think about it. Math is not the most exciting thing when you're trying to teach it to a lower level. I mean, you've got to get up there, trick them into thinking they're having fun in the class. You have maybe 30 kids these days in this school, talking to class 25 to 32. All those personalities in one room, try to keep them all seated there and try to mix your own personality in there and sell your subject to them. And make them think they're having fun and they understand it. One student doesn't understand it and the next 29 do. How do you hold that? I mean, how do you still give that kid a fair shake and keep the rest of them interested in what's going on?
Now, the process of inviting people to learn is part of a...
Andrea Geddick is 21 years old. She's from Pleasantville, New Jersey, and for the next 15 weeks, she'll work with Dr. Albert Leone teaching algebra and trig and calculus to students who want to go on to college.
The main thing, I guess, to say is like from 8 to 14.
In the afternoon, she'll work with Pamela Adams teaching Algebra 1 and General Math. There are 150 teachers at Toms River East. Miss Adams was voted runner-up for most popular.
1 to 31.
Sam, is it optional to check with foil, or do we have to check?
I would check with foil.
You check, but would you take off?
I'm not going to take off, but you're going to take the chance on getting it wrong. All right? All you can do is guide them.
Right.
All right?
Okay, it's all yours. All right, head your paper. This is quiz 1. Put algebra 1, and the date is 1/31. A lot of firsts. Okay? And don't forget to write your answers in the right-hand column. Same way. 1 through 14.
I think she's been well prepared and very confident herself. And like she says, she wants to be a teacher. So that desire to do a good job is there. There's quite a few courses that you take in college that prepare you, but I don't think anything prepares you as much as a student teaching himself. I don't think anybody can just walk in and become a teacher. The love for children isn't enough to do it. It's a lot of patience, knowing your material, and actually understanding that no matter what type of job you feel you've done, there are some students that are just not going to understand it.
Did you understand the method she taught yesterday? Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like multiply these.
Okay.
When the students get used to her, that's when they tend to try, let's see what we can get away with. You gotta watch it, because kids are funny. They want to get everything right, so they'll con you into giving them the full answer. Like this one here. Perfect example.
Me?
Yeah, let's go. Now watch this. Is this right, Miss Adams?
Yeah, this right.
See? Now he wants the right answer.
Of course, I'm not stupid.
You're gonna be late for class.
Oh, can I have a pass, please?
I don't know. Better talk to your
you add
teacher.
these up? You said these up.
I can't tell you that. That's what I'm testing you on, okay? Just go straight. I'll show you a shortcut down.
Okay. Every time after I finish, I feel good.
Yeah. I think one of the greatest things about teaching is when the class is struggling for a while, then all of a sudden, no matter, you say something, you're not sure what it is, and it's just like turning on a light. They all see it, and it's like such the neatest feeling. It's like finally they understand it, and then they say, oh, this is easy, you know?
Yeah. All right, 4/6 equals 1/3. I mean 2/3.
Is greater than -3.
Andrea had no trouble teaching Dr. Leone's students. They were motivated and disciplined. They wanted good grades so they could get into a good college. By the end of her second week, teaching was going well, and she was enjoying it. The afternoon classes with Miss Adams were another matter. Here she was expected to motivate and to discipline students who were not much interested in motivation or in discipline. For a new teacher, this is a challenge for which they're just simply not prepared.
If the kids don't like her, it's not a big deal. As long as they walk out understanding the information, that's what counts. And I guess that's the hardest thing to accept. And I don't know if you ever do accept it. You just learn to deal with it. I mean, many times I've been in the class and I'll be teaching this, that, and the other, and I'll get a smirk in the back or like the roll of the eyes, like, who really cares? It's 8th period, let's go out of here. And for a new teacher, that's very difficult. She's all pumped up. All right, this is it, the final phase. I'm going to become a teacher. And she comes in, she's all prepared. She's got all the notes written out, and she's going to do everything just perfect. She's afraid to make a mistake. She doesn't want to. And the kids are back there, she's going over something, and it's like, it's distracting. Oh, wait a minute, everybody's not listening to me. What's wrong? Or, somebody's just looking at you like, I'm not here, I don't want to be here, and I don't want you to be here. And that look in itself is intimidating. I mean, try to set yourself up. You're on stage every day. The way you dress, the way you look, if your hair's out of place, they're going to know. And they'll criticize on that. It's like they're not even going to let that go by. Oh, your shoes, they look pretty funny. Or, why are you dressed like that? It's tough.
Tough on the teachers dealing with you, isn't it? Would you like to be a teacher dealing with you?
No, definitely not, especially high school. If I was a teacher, I'd go for the elementary school.
You wouldn't go to high school?
No. Because you
What makes a good teacher?
listening to your problems, being a friend.
Listening to your problems, being your friend.
Yeah, definitely. Like Miss Adams is a real good teacher. I mean, she's a teacher, but she's still a kid, Like you don't want her to be mad at you. Like you don't want to get in trouble.
Would you ever like? And what about learning for the sake of learning? Is there anything in that? I mean, just knowing about math, that's a fundamental sentence, there isn't? So why are you here?
Because I have to be.
Do you hate it?
Mm-hmm.
Hate math?
I hate math.
Hate school?
I hate school.
But you could drop out.
No, well, I don't want to drop out because then I can't do nothing when I get older.
But if you're not getting anything out of it in the meantime, what are you going to do when you get older?
I'm a pediatrician, so I don't have to know about acute angles.
Some of the subjects are useless, really, like history.
History.
When are you going to use history in your
History
life?
is useless?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
When are you going to use history?
You know that old saying that goes something like that, he who ignores history is condemned to repeat the mistakes of the past? What about the teachers?
I like some teachers, but I think they teach us somewhat good, but the way they keep on explaining it and they keep on talking about it over and over again bores the class up.
I mean, do they have a point that sometimes they get pushed into subjects that they just don't need and don't care about? And if they don't want to go to college, they want to go off and find a job, that they're putting in their time and wasting everyone's time by doing that?
I would hope that that's not the...
But it may
truth.
be, Miss Adams. I mean, it may be the case that sometimes they get stuck in a class for which there is no use for them.
Yeah, but they don't know that at a freshman level in high school. Maybe Sharon hates math, all right? And she hates algebra, but she hasn't even taken it, let's say. And all of a sudden she goes, hey, this is neat. It's gonna help her out, but how is she gonna know that unless she has it? And how many of these students know where they're gonna be 10 years from now?
What's there going to be?
I hated math.
You hated math?
I sat in my Algebra 1 class when I was in high school and said, I don't need this.
And now you're a math teacher.
Now I'm a math teacher.
That's the ultimate revenge.
There you go. That's it. Gonna get back at them all. All I know is Dad and Mom were home, and if I didn't pass, I got clobbered. That was the bottom line. I will learn it.
The odds say that 1 out of 3 of these new teachers will be doing something else in a couple of years, and those odds are increasing. But for now, they want to teach. It's that simple. And that is what makes education work.
My name. It's done.
What we must remember is that good teachers are a national resource, and we're in danger of losing them.
Negative what? Pi over?
Teaching should not be a reward in itself. Good teachers should expect our respect and more money. They should demand our attention. As we have seen tonight, to be a teacher, to be a good teacher, is a demanding challenge. And it is a challenge reserved not just for the teachers, but for all of us.